Joe Rizzo here with the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, as the Rockets open the season with a 1-0 win at the New York Islanders. This is a team, this is a place where the Rockets haven't done much winning. I mean, since I've been here, I'm not sure if they've ever beaten them, but it's a 0-0 game. You have a lot of the possession for most of the game, and then one of your new players who made a goalie last year who makes this team as a forward, Grace Ulrich, comes in, scores the goal, 1-0, and Bob's your uncle.
Well, that's it. First of all, I'd like to say that was some hockey game. I thought their goalie played really good. I thought we had a lot of chances to score. I said to the girls before the game, all we need to do is go play hard and do the things that we're practicing and at a high level. I love coming here to beat the Islanders. And to get out of here with a road win today, even though we only poked one in the net, those girls played really hard. Hats off to those girls.
What did you think about the possession game? To me, the possession was the thing that really stood out. And, not that necessarily that your team, they didn't seem to have a lot of super high quality scoring chances, but they seemed to have the puck about 75 to 80% of the game.
Well, puck possession has been a focus this season at practice. We've been working on possession a lot, how to get the puck back, and once we have it, where to go so that we can keep it. I do believe that goalie made about a handful, 4 saves or so that kept them in the game. I don't think we got enough pucks below the goal line. I kept saying to the girls, even at the end of the second period, we need more pucks below the goal line to start our offense. And once we get a puck there, we usually get an opportunity out in front. So we did have a few of those today. I would have liked to have seen more. I would have liked to have used our D a little bit more as well. But I got to tell you, big change this season or this game so far with our offense, being more offensive. We definitely outshot that team, and we did hold on to the puck quite a bit. We were in their zone a lot. Even when we didn't have possession, they had a tough time getting out on us. And we got out of our zone very good today.
And speaking of goalies, yours stopped 2 breakaways in a game that you won by 1 goal. So that's pretty good.
It's very good. Ari stood on her head today. I don't think she had to work as hard as the other goalie, but she was solid for us today. I just said this to the girls. This is why I said it now. Girls, the way that you know that you all played hard and you all contribute to this W is that we're able to roll 3 lines. Nobody misses a shift. We had to kill a couple of penalties and somebody misses a shift here and there, but for the most part, all we did was roll those 3 lines and right down to our third line. Our third line puts the stinger in the net. I mean,
on a change. She picked it off
unassisted, by the way.
Yeah, picked it off as the 2 other forwards were peeling off, unassisted, gets by 1 shot, surgical, and that's the game.
Things that we're talking about in there that are very important to us are assists and forced turnovers. I don't think there's a player in that locker room that didn't have a forced turnover tonight, even the goalie. So I think we played really hard, up to snuff. I'm very happy with this road win today.
And the good news, Coach, is if that you listen back when you're watching to the game, there might be a couple of times when the announcer points out that somebody forced a turnover, so you could mark that down.
That's awesome.
Would that be convenient?
Yes, it would.
That's above.
I like to think I know the announcer.
That's above my pay grade too.
It might be.
It may.
I'll talk to somebody.
Yeah. Can you guys pay him burritos?
Maybe. Right. Steak or chicken?
Yeah. Both. Depends. After a win, give me both. All right. You finally get one to start the season in your first game, right? How do you build on that? Like, that hasn't been a position where you've been in here in the couple of years with the Rockets that we've been around. There's been some good tight games. But in the end, there's been more L's than W's. But you could just see that this team right off the bat is probably at a different compete level than you've had over the past couple of years. How do you build on the winning right from the start?
It's the girls seeing success with the things that we're practicing, right? So if we can tell them all day long that this stuff is going to work in a game, but when you see it and you see yourself and the rest of your teammates playing at a high level like that, it's contagious, really. I mean, I didn't have to get the girls fired up to play that game. As soon as they dropped the puck, those girls were all fired up. They were physical, they were aggressive, they were all the things we asked them to do. I think building off of this win is just getting right back to practice, reinforcing the things that we've been working on, and perfecting the simple stuff. If we can do the simple stuff really well, I don't see why we can be competitive with any team in the league. I really don't.
Any first day funny malfunctions? Like, for instance, the link that I was going to use decided to not work, and we had to go rogue and make up another link on the fly. But we still did get on in more than enough time. Any funny stuff happen on day one here, or on the bench, or in the locker room?
Well, the first thing when we went out to there is that our roster is not loaded up into where it's supposed to be, so we had to enter everything in by hand before the game, and I'm not really good at entering everything by hand, so I just took a screenshot of my phone and sent it to the scorekeeper, which worked out fine. But that was the first thing before the game even started, that we're not ready to play, right? But as far as the team goes, I think we operated really well on the bench with changes. We don't forget that we basically have a half leftover team from last year, and then an infused half, right, of new girls. So we're still learning how to play together. I mean, we've only been on the ice together maybe 6-8 times. That's it, even if that, right? I haven't had 100% show up at practice yet, but I thought we came together and played pretty well today. I'm very happy with their effort today.
All right, these interviews are great after a win, and they happen even when there's not a win. So if you want to continue to see them, hit that subscribe button and the alerts button, and you'll get all of the content this season for the 2022-2023 Rockets U19 AA Girls Black. And who would want to miss this stuff?
No way.
For the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, I'm Joe Rizzo. No Coach Paul to give you a pun, but maybe at some point this season. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.